Peace. Happy Friday. Why do people say happy Friday? I just noticed that. Is it me? But as I've gotten older, I'm getting these texts from certain people talking about happy Friday. This isn't some crazy tradition or something that they're trying to bring back that I don't know about, do I? What's up, Miss Ravioli? A1 Drizzy. All my people in the house. The people's in the house. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, there go beautiful mind. A1 Drizzy said, peace. Q4 said, what up, P? Let's go. We got all the regulars in the house. Teacher Maria in the house. I'll tell you who's not in the chat. They usually be in the chat. You know who that is? That would be Maestro Fresh Wes. He's not in the chat. You know why? Because he's here. God level in the house. I see you, King. What's good? That's my brother right there. We be sharing mad information. One of my flat panthers. You know what time it is. Let's clap it up for that. Flat power. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Toronto in the house. That's right. All right, here we go. Yeah. Peace. What's good? Yes, sir. I didn't make that up. I got that from Brother Sanchez. Brother Sanchez made up Flat Panther and Flat Power and all of that. I just helped promote it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brother Sanchez. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar. Make sure you click that like button upon entering. Make sure you share this. Let people know that we on right now. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and make sure you click all so that you know when we dropping something new. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody that'll watch this later on YouTube. Appreciate y'all coming through on this Friday evening, on this Wisdom God Day, all being born to born. Digger likes when it be all being born to born. Shout out to Digger. Shout out to Godfrey. Yeah. Today's the 27th, so yeah, today's math is Wisdom God, all being born to born. So anyway, my brother, we got a lot of talented people that, a lot of famous people, all kinds of people that follow the Godcast, and a lot of people right here that be in the chat on the regular, you know what I mean? And my man Maestro Fresh Wes, man, he's definitely one of them. He's donated to the show many times. He he just be in here. He's just an active family member of the Godcast. So, when he hit me up and he told me he got He got something going on right now where he got his own show, where basically he's doing a cooking show. You know what I mean? Wait, damn, I'm out of sync. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Hopefully it kicks back in. Anyway, yeah, he got a cooking show. I happen to be a cook myself. You know, I've been known to cook a thing or two, kind of marvelously. But he gonna talk to us about, you know what I mean, about what he got going on right now. We're gonna get into his background, all of that type of shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, let's bring Toronto's own Maestro Fresh Wes. Peace.
My brother.
How you? How you, bro?
I'm blessed, man. Honored to be here, man. You know, big fan. You know, I love what you do, man. So that's why I support you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. You've been in the game for a minute, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm born in Toronto, raised in Toronto, you know. Wrote my first rhyme in 79, so I'm 68, baby, you know. So
oh, come on. I'm 68 as well.
Yeah, man, you know, so yeah, I've been around for a long time, and you know, Toronto's got a beautiful hip hop history, and you know, I'm proud to be, you know, a part of that foundation, which it's an honor, you know, because you know, you see where we're at now, you know. But
I remember when I lived on State Street, and this guy, Mr. Morgan, used to live in my building.
Okay.
And Mr. Morgan was dealing with Cardinal Official, you know, and this was before he was, you know, he really was big, but he was definitely doing his thing, and you know, he was nice.
Cardinal, favorite Toronto rapper, man. You know, that's my brother.
When did I start hearing the name Maestro Fresh Wes? I feel like it might have been not long after that, maybe.
Well, I mean, our path crossed a few times, man. Prior to that, man, I met you at in passing. I met you at Showbiz invited me to the Fat Pockets video shoot.
Okay, I like my pocket fat and not
like my pockets fat, not fat. Yeah. Because me and him, we did like 4 joints together back in the days. I brought him to Toronto to do some production and what have you. And then I met you, I think, a little later on. You must have done a show in Toronto with Naughty by Nature. This one, Pooh Bah went on. It was just you and Sadat.
Right. Was that like Punk Jump Up was going on at that time?
Punk Jump Up to Get Beat Down, man. But I remember it was like, it's all about reinvention, you know, from where we start to where we're, you know, where we're going, man. That was an interesting time for y'all to see that reinvention of yourself, of the group, you know what I'm saying? So me as an MC, you know, going back, you know, Maestro Fresh Wes is a reinvention. You know what I'm saying? I'm known as Melody MC. Like, you know, I did legendary stuff. If you ask your man like Russell Peters and all them generation, they know me as Melody MC. You know?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a group called Vision, which opened up for UTFO when they dropped the Roxanne.
Oh, wow. So you going back.
I'm going back.
I mean, you old enough. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
so you was making records before I was.
Exactly. You know, so when Feel So Good came out, you know, we had to support the guys. But I'm just saying, yeah, I was making records before y'all, you know, definitely.
Right.
My first record came out in 89, but I'm going back, like, you know, open up for Sparky D, Beastie Boys.
Sparky D. Remember Sparky D?
Sparky D. Everyone who came to Toronto, we was opening. You know,
Sparky D. Wow.
Yeah, man. I go back like that, you know. And then
I remember seeing Sparky D perform a few times back in New York. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, like, she looked like, to me, like one of those aunties that, like, would try to give you some pussy. You know?
Or put you in a headlock, one of the two. But Sparky,
come here, baby. Exactly. Come take some of this pussy, some of this good auntie pussy I got for you.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, she just looked like one of those.
Right, I heard her on IG giving scripture, so.
Okay, that's beautiful. I'm just saying back then. Back then. Yeah. Back then, that's how she looked. You know, maybe she was a good girl.
So that was then, and then when people started calling me old, that was like around 1987. You know what I'm saying? That's when it went from doing cassettes to actually putting out vinyl, you know? So, you know, you gotta give a shout out to like, you know, Missy Me and LA Love, you know, the Dream Warriors. They were in a crew called Beat Factory back in those days. We talk early Toronto, them times, you know? And I don't think KRS-One knows the impact that Boogie Down Productions made on Toronto hip hop. Because when we saw the back of that Criminal Minded album and it said, shout out to Ron Nelson and the Toronto Posse, that was like the battery.
He's like, oh shit.
Oh, no.
They fucking even know who we are.
So listen, New York has always been like the big brother of Toronto. We always knew we were dope. But when the big brother gives you a shout out and gives you that validation, it's like, yeah, you feel good, you know? So Missy Me and LA Love had a song called Elements of Style, produced by Scott LaRock, featuring KRS-One. So that's like 1986, 87, those times, you know? And then after after, you know, that's when Scott got killed, like right after. But he was planning to come to Toronto and set up shop and you know, help a lot of us artists up here.
So now I hear it in your voice. And tell me about Toronto as far as, you know, Toronto has a big Jamaican community.
Yeah.
You know, am I assuming that you're Jamaican?
No, I'm like you. I'm Guyanese.
Ah, there we go. Okay, big up.
Yo, when I heard you were Guyanese, I'm like, no wonder I like this, bro. I'm like, I knew there was something about you. You know what I'm saying?
See, now mine is a little further back. You sound like your people's, was just there. Mine is like generations. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. I didn't grow up with anybody in my household that had an accent. You know what I mean? Or that was cooking any kind of like Guyanese food.
You know about curry chicken and roti and all them things?
Well, see, I grew up around Jamaicans and shit. So that's how I know about all of that type of shit. And that's how I was eating that type of stuff. But yeah, as far as Guyanese, I really wasn't encountering Guyanese till you start moving out. And then you get out into like Queens. That's where you start seeing like Guyanese people and shit like that. Yeah. And then I found out through you know, doing the ancestry that, you know, on my father's side that we Guyanese. You know what I mean? But to all you FBA on my mother's side, we trace back to Virginia and Maryland.
All right, FBA. Okay.
Yeah. So you know, for all of y'all that try to, you know, count me out of the conversation, you're not gonna do it. Sorry.
Nah, you're in the conversation.
Sorry, I'm the best of both worlds. Okay,
my brother. Yeah, man. So obviously you can hear
but
it.
There's a big Caribbean influence in Toronto, and I remember going there and being kind of surprised because I didn't necessarily know that when I first went to Toronto. Now, keep in mind, we haven't been up there in years because they on some bullshit about you know, your record and all this type of shit, and if you have a felony and all this nonsense that they don't want to let you back in, and they dead ass serious about that. And a lot of artists can't get into Canada, you know. And there's always people, oh, I could get you in. All right, well, you know, I haven't been to Canada in I don't know how long.
Dude, I remember when you guys performed, there was a dude standing right behind me saying "Pooh-Bah, Pooh-Bah," and you that's when you had your dreads, man. And the guy wouldn't stop. Pooh-Bah, Pooh-Bah, and you spit something in it. He goes, you said, "I'm looking right at you, my brother." And I don't know what mystical, miraculous thing you did, but you calmed down the whole frequency, and then you came with the bugs jump up to get beat down. You said, "I'm looking right at you, my brother."
Right, because he was probably trying to, you know, fuck up the vibe, just be negative at the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like nothing was gonna stop that show.
Nah, man, you guys murdered that show, guys.
Yeah, I remember it was crazy in Toronto, man.
So that was, you know, we talked like 87 with me. That's when things changed, you know. That's when people started making records, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about performing on radio stations anymore and just opening up for New York acts or what have you. It's like, actually, do you got vinyl? So I was considered old, man, you know, because it was like, you know, it was the next level, the next phase. So that's when I changed my name to the Maestro Fresh Wes. And then I performed on a show called Electric Circus.
Look, somebody said, I remember seeing Brand Nubian on Electric Circus.
You was there too?
Yes. Of course. You could see, matter of fact, I just seen a clip of that on the internet not long ago, like of us performing on Electric Circus.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like me, Sincere, and X. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And it was definitely at the beginning of, that was a hard time. Like people didn't know what to expect without Pooh-Bah. You know what I mean? Like, and we had gone through a lot of shit, like, you know what I mean? But it was like, we
well, that's what I'm saying, my brother. You came with the Reinvention. Y'all came with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like in 87, 88. It was time for me to come with the Reinvention. So when I changed my name to the Maestro Fresh Wes, it's like, I performed on Electric Circus. Stevie B, the dance artist from Florida, he just so happened to be in the building around the same time. He connected us with his label in New York, a small, tiny label called LMR Records. And, the rest is history. Like, Let Your Backbone Slide, my first song, is the first single from a Canadian hip-hop artist to go gold. Like, I'm the first Black artist in Canada to do that in Canada. Yeah, man, So,
what's up?
So I say that
before Justin Bieber and all of these
before people had Bieber fever. Before they had the Bieber fever, Mice is Nice, So that was then, and then, the rest is history from that. But yeah, like, as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop, it's important that we document our history. And I'll tell you, I just did an event a couple of days ago. That same Electric Circus building, called the Maryland Dennis Show. That's similar to, like, I don't know, like a Ricky Lake or whatever like that. But but now I came back.
And even Ricky Lake is being dated because there's people that, well, I guess people here would know, but a lot of people would be like, who's Ricky Lake? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe you say Maury and they would know.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then from that came just evolution, man, just more music, what have you. And then, you know what it is with peaks and valleys and what have you. But I started doing a lot of film and TV. I don't know if you know, I was in Paid in Full. When you see Money Mitch roll up in the black Saab, that's me sitting right beside
word?
Mekhi Phifer. Yeah, man.
Okay, that was I didn't even know that.
Well, now you know, yeah.
How was that? How was that just to be a part of something iconic like that? How was that experience?
It was a beautiful experience because a lot of people don't know, but the majority of Paid in Full was shot in Toronto and Hamilton, Ontario. Right. But some of the things had to be shot. The B-roll footage had to be shot in Harlem.
Right.
And so, they had to fly me over there too for those continuity shots. And I just saw people crying, man. Like, people were like, it was surreal to those people in Harlem watching this go down. It's like, it just brought back memories of what Rich Porter meant to his community. And,
right.
It was serious, man. It was a serious time. But I tell people, don't burn bridges or try not to burn bridges, because the same cameraman for my video, for my song, Let Your Backbone Slide, his name was Paul Sarasi. He ended up being 10 years later, was the cameraman for Paid in Full. So when he saw me on set, he made sure I got in those shots, what have you. But Mekhi Phifer was great to work with too. Definitely.
That's what's up. Twizzler Root said he has had the honor of meeting both of us, me at the Magic in Las Vegas and you in London, Ontario, where he's from.
Yeah, so that's the vibe, man. Like, my whole thing is just to continue to try to evolve and just, continue to reinvent myself.
Right. So that's what I was going to get to. So basically, most of the reason we're here, we're talking about reinvention.
Yeah.
And so you went from Melody MC.
That's right.
To Maestro Fresh Wes.
Exactly.
And now,
well,
can we call you Maestro Chef Wes?
Put
bang bang bang.
Put a thing there. Let me hear the sound effect.
Maestro Chef Wes. bang 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 bang.
Yo, so
Maestro Chef Wes. Now, I want to play a little clip for the people, because first of all, so you got a cooking show. We're going to talk about how you got into this and all that. But first, I want to just give a little bit of it We're not going to play the whole thing. It's 15 minutes long, but we're going to play, at least the first little part just to give people an idea of what you're doing, how you getting down. And then we'll come back and you tell us how you even got into this space. And it definitely looks like whatever. We're going to talk. Let me get my share screen up. Tab. Okay, this is from episode 3 called Soul Food, which the brother said is like probably one of his favorite episodes. So this is the one we're gonna play. Here we go.
Peace, families of Maestro Chef Wes. I'm up home in North Preston, Nova Scotia, with my brother, Novell Provo. I can't wait to be making some jerk chicken, oxtail, rice and peas, and some cornbread at R&B Kitchen with Chef Karen. Let's get it. First thing, Novell and I are heading to R&B Kitchen. We're going to prep the jerk chicken and oxtail for tonight with Chef Karen and the Provo squad. The jerk chicken is prepared with all-purpose chicken seasoning, fresh jerk sauce, and some other top-secret spices Chef Karen wouldn't let me tell you about.
Okay, it all starts with the seasoning.
I'm getting hungry already.
So now we're gonna get in there and mix it up. We're gonna let you have at it, man. So the key is, don't be scared of it, Marcel. Don't be scared of it.
So massage it with love.
Yes. Lots of love. Usually we had R&B music rolling.
You got Teddy Pendergrass just going in.
Exactly. So you
like a love TKO, you say?
Exactly.
How does it feel to like have a restaurant with your family, your sons, your daughter? How is that to you? How fulfilling is that?
This kitchen is not really my second home. It's kind of taken over my home. Yeah, we spend more hours here than we do at home. So we used to have a family gathering pretty much every other night or so around our table, just chatting, but now it happens here.
So just to see this business just, take off from a thought to make it come into fruition is a beautiful thing,
Sir.
Like I know you from when you were a youth, you know what I mean? Look at you, think right now, you know what I mean?
Try to. Sure.
I know when Belly was making mixtapes, you know what I mean?
Now we're making chicken.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Black Pudding
Now that we
TV.
got it all spiced up,
Big up Black Pudding TV. Yes, Guyanese. Big up.
Okay, so that jerk chicken looked dope. Yeah. What are we gonna do now?
We're going to get some oxtail marinated. We'd like to marinate our oxtail at least a day ahead of time so that the seasonings have all absorbed and tenderize the oxtail so that it gives it, all the flavor will pop up once you start the cooking. So we're going to get that seasoned and ready for marinating.
You're going to speak. Chef Karen got all the seasonings ready.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they taste the oxtail, they might just taste a lot of things happening at once. Here's why. You know what I'm saying? All the seasonings coming together. We're going to let Chef Karen kind of take us through everything we got here.
Chef Karen measures by feel and eye. First step,
Yes, Teacher Maria.
tablespoon of pepper, a little bit of thyme, a tad of ginger. Next, add a mixture of Caribbean seasoning, some onion powder, then about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Ground allspice to help marinate, a little bit of pepper, a touch of oxtail seasoning, some maple garlic, about a teaspoon of paprika, a spoon of fresh raw garlic, and my special sauce, Worcestershire. A sprinkle of soy sauce, a dab of browning, and then add the fresh chopped veggies. Now,
I thought Worcestershire and soy sauce was overkill for me, but
savor every tail.
it's almost the same thing.
Chef Karen, so how long is this process?
For the oxtail to marinate,
Yeah.
at least 24 hours overnight. And then we do the cooking process. We do a braising and then boiling and add a few more ingredients. And it takes a good 3.5, 4 hours until we get it at the tenderized piece that we want it at.
All right.
Hungry.
We're gonna get people running out of here and shit, ready to go eat now and shit. Thanks to you.
Thanks to you too.
So tell me, how did you? What made you, want to launch something like this? And how did you end up doing it so professionally? Because from everything from your logo, just to the way it's shot, to the way you're narrating, it's definitely professional. It's dope. So just tell me about all of that.
Yeah, well, I moved. I live in this place called St. John, New Brunswick now. I moved out to the East Coast due to COVID. That's a whole different story. But I moved my son and his mom's out here, just for normalcy for my son. And it's a tiny town, man. But the people are so accommodating. And when they saw me, people grew up watching me through music, what have you. And I saw a couple opportunities I always wanted to start doing my own TV projects, from doing, we talk about, elevation, from doing television series to, producing your own stuff now. So when COVID hit, that kind of threw me off, man. I'm like, wow, but my man Lachlan and Chet Wesley, those are two guys working on some shows here in New Brunswick. It was like, I came up with the idea, like, listen, man, I saw my man Snoop. If Snoop could do a thing with Martha Stewart, why can't I do something, And it was more of me not just being Chef Boyardee or learning or enjoying cooking per se, Jamar, but more like starting to produce and create my own television projects. And this is why I'm so excited about it, because this is my first time. I've been in movies and television series here in Canada, what have you, but this is the first one. So to get it launched off, there's a network called Bell 51 that we got, and that's out here, and we pitched it to them. They put in a couple of dollars. We got some sponsors, like local sponsors around here, and talk about professionally done. That dude Lachlan is a serious dude, man. Serious. We put some real people around us here that really believed in me, believed in the project, and believed in the potential of it,
Right.
And that's why it's so professional, man. So we shot 6 episodes, 2 were in New Brunswick, 2 were in PEI, which is Prince Edward Island, and 3 in Nova Scotia. So that episode you saw, Soul Food, that was in Nova Scotia, in a part of the city called North Preston, which is the longest Black community in Canada. You got like 9 generations of brothers and sisters over there. So it was very important for me to have that as one of the episodes, and I just think people believing in the project, and that's what made it look so professionally done, man, and from that, it's a launching pad for bigger and better things, so that's the vibe. Definitely. So you got to go to maestrochefwes.tv for all info, but it drops on Bell 51 in Canada as of yesterday, which is awesome. That's why I'm so glad you got me on so quickly. But March 1st, you'll be able to go to maestrochefwes.tv and see all 6 episodes. Definitely.
That's what's up.
No, Chef Wes, Papo. Chef Wes.
Oh, Chef Wes. My bad.
I know, I'm so confusing.
I forgot you was the Reinvention. My bad.
Come on, son.
My bad. There we go.
That's right, man.
There we go.
Very proud
I
of
used
that.
to have an artist back in the day that I used to fuck with. His name was Maestro Manny. He was from Brooklyn and shit. He was like a Jamaican dude. He used to do like a Jamaican / regular MCing type of shit. He was dope, but it didn't never go where he wanted to go. But yeah.
Yeah, well,
it's the only other maestro that I really know.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? So what kind of people, what kind of people do you have on the show? What kind of foods? Now, and let me ask you, like, do you eat swine, and do you touch and handle swine on this show? That's a no-no. Let's clap it up.
Yo, you want to hear a joke, dude?
That's the right answer, brother. That's the right answer.
I can't even.
Here's
a joke. I got to tell you this since you brought that up. We did a launch party. Party a couple days ago, right?
And they had
it was Maestro Chef Wes.
That's a motherfucker.
listen, I let the people deal with that. And so when
you let the people deal with what? The food?
No. In terms of the writing, in terms of everything put together, this restaurant that I was dealing with,
right?
Who I work with. When they told me that they made a boo-boo with what they were going to, I go, oh no. This is not pork rolls sliders. This is beef. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Yeah, I've never touched that, you know. And
good.
that's
I'm glad, because a lot of times when Black people are associated with food, especially in the mainstream media, they try to attach us to pork as if pork is our native meat or something like that.
Yeah.
Like pork is what Black people love. You ever notice whenever a Black person is on a commercial for McDonald's or Burger King, whatever the case, they're always hawking swine. It's the bacon double burger and with the bacon and the ham and the, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, well, you got the meats and you know what I mean? It's like,
I've never,
like we're not the pork people. So I'm glad you're not promoting that stereotype.
To me, to each his own, but to me, I don't eat pork. I don't cook pork or nothing like that. That's just me personally.
Right. I don't eat it. I don't cook it. I don't buy it for other people. Like I don't support it at all. You know what I mean? Like if we were out and you know, like you're not free to just like if I'm paying, like you're not free to just order what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to just order that ham sandwich in front of me and think I'm gonna pay for it and you're gonna eat it in front of me. That's not happening. Like, no.
You know what's so funny? You know,
everything on the menu is cool except that.
You know what's so funny? When you said earlier, yo, I got some questions for you. In my mind, I'm thinking what questions he would. Of course, you're gonna ask me. I didn't think about that one.
Come on, that's the main question.
Yeah.
So actually, not the first, but it seems like a lot of people are kind of getting into the, you know, rappers who cook type of area.
Well, it's not rappers who cook, man. It's rappers who eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to eat.
We all eat. But not everybody cooks. A lot of people do DoorDash. A lot of people go to restaurants and shit like that. A lot of people let their girl cook for them and shit like that. So not a lot of dudes actually get behind the. I mean, we do. The greatest cooks in the world are men, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm just noticing like a little trend. Like
last night, I made a wicked curry chicken, rice, and some kale and some plantain. The thing tastes nice, and I'm good. You know?
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm not into DoorDash too much. I like to cook my food.
Yeah, I cook too. I made some smothered turkey wings. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Bro, don't fuck with me. Like, I was on my man. Shout out to my man Tragedy Gaddafi. He had a show. It was called On the Chow. I don't know if he's still doing it, but you know, he was having
Electric Circus too, man.
Huh?
I think the Intelligent Hoodlum did Electric Circus too.
Probably. Man. Come on, we all did. If we went to Canada, that was, you had to do that. Like Electric Circus was just, that was the shit that you did. But yeah, I went to his joint. I did a mean mustard dill salmon on there. And yeah, so I know he was doing his shit. I know Trick Daddy is on some cooking shit. A few people is on there cooking shit. We might have to have a fucking battle of the rap chefs or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually have a chef hat upstairs that says Lord Jamar. Now that I think about it,
all I got is an apron. I'm gonna get my hat after. You know what I'm saying?
I got a chef hat. Like I don't want to have to bust that out on.
Nah.
I'm not even gonna do that to you. That wouldn't be fair to you. Know, it's your turn to shine right now. We're gonna let you shine. But I'm just saying, I do have a chef hat that says Lord Jamar on it. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah. Like, do you plan on having like any rappers? Or like I said, who are the people? Who are some of the people?
Okay. So, rest in peace, Pat Stay, the battle rapper who passed away from Dartmouth.
Oh wow, rest in peace. Man. You had him on there?
Pat Stay's a guest on that, man.
Oh wow.
Man. That was the last time we seen him, man. Me and my man Classified.
Get out of here.
That's on episode 5. It's called Cooking with Class. And what happened is that I think we filmed that on a Wednesday. Then the next day,
Terrell McMillan
in Halifax, and Class was like, "Yo, let's go to a spot called Yacht Club just to hang out." I did that. My spirit said they wanted to go on a boat. My spirit said, "Nah, man, I'm just going to dip. Good seeing you guys." 3 weeks later is when Pat Stay got killed, and where was it? At the Yacht Club, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so King of the Dots doing a big event for him, and it'll be a fundraiser. But that was the last time we seen him, and it was, so that means a lot to me on that specific episode as well.
And when does that episode drop?
What's that?
When does it drop?
You can watch all those episodes today.
Oh, they're all up now at once.
Yeah.
So you can go binge watch. And now this is not a hard watch. These episodes are only about 15 minutes, right?
Thank you. Yeah. Palatable, No
right. We're not killing them for an hour worth of cooking, right?
Nah, and the thing is too, like
I'm out. That's an OG classic.
I'm learning as I go along, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up right there. But yeah, Classified's on that, Pat Stay's on that. The Soul Food episode, those singers, Cindy Kane, she's a known singer. My man Caleb Simmons, he was singing too a song called Africville. Yeah, man. I got some celebrity chefs on as well, because my whole thing is I ain't coming in like Chef Boy RD, like I know everything. I come in like the voice of the viewer, where I might add my 1-2 ingredients, whatever, but I'm learning.
You're learning as you go on, right?
As we go on.
You're learning from the experts.
Exactly.
And then trying to convey and help the viewer, gain knowledge the same way you're doing at the same time.
Exactly.
That's a great angle.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I'm real excited about it. Kelly Mills, what's happening? Peace. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man.
So
you said the network. Hold up. So the network is
it's called Fibe One.
Say it again.
Fibe FIBE.
Oh, Fibe.
Yeah.
One. Right.
And that's if you have Bell. If you're in Canada, if you have Bell, you can go watch that right now.
If you don't, you go to Maestro Chef Wes.tv.
Yeah, in 30 days it'll be up. Yeah. And you and the world can see that in 30 days,
In 30 days it'll be up?
Yeah.
So it's not up yet.
Oh, Bell 5 is up as of yesterday. Anyone who got Bell in Canada, you could see.
Oh, so you got to wait 30 days before it's up on your joint.
Yeah, and then
got it. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and the main thing with this, Jamar, is the reinvention. Is the they tell us we got 15 minutes of fame and that's it, but I know it took you longer than 15 minutes to write, your verse on Slow Down. You took time with your craft. We take time, and we're supposed to evolve. We're supposed to. When I say evolve, I'm talking about, career-wise. We're not supposed to stagnant in these minuscule parameters, man.
See, look, he's watched the show so much that he knew the word evolve was a touchy word for me. Big up yourself. Yes, sir. That's a real fucking listener right there, boy.
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Exactly what you're saying. Yes. And as long as we understand when we're talking about the limits, because I feel like there is, evolutions of things in a way, in a limited way. Like, you know what I mean? Like things can adapt and they can grow over time, and you can call that evolution, but not based on the evolution that they try to claim.
But is it fair to say
one
that
species
Lord Jamar
can turn into another? Like that's the bullshit.
Is it fair to say that the Lord Jamar is evolving professionally?
I always have. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I started as a DJ.
Okay.
Who evolved into an MC, who evolved into a producer, who evolved into an actor, who evolved into, an internet personality. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, to me, you're not an internet personality. I'm gonna give you flowers, man. You're like a minister information for this generation. We need y'all, man. You know, we definitely need you, and that's why when you see me support you, to me, it's like I'm supporting Black business. You know,
absolutely.
And that could help you. The mere pittance could help you if you need a new mic, a new chair for your swivel, a new whatever. Who knows? But I feel that what you're doing from since I seen you on your man, with Vlad and all that, what you're doing. I see you didn't waste time. You always said something, and there's a ripple effect with that too. So you're definitely a minister of information in this generation right here. So enough respect. So when you see me with my little $5, $10 is like,
nah, I appreciate it, man.
Supporting your business,
you know
man.
what I mean? Because like you said, everything counts. It's like, this is Black business right here. Like,
no doubt, man.
This is not no corporate thing, like where, you got dudes signing deals for big money in this podcast space. You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, like, I wonder what you have to do, or what your restrictions are when you get that type of money. You know what I mean? Like, are you really free to say what you want to say? Like, you know what I mean? Or is there certain things in your contract now that if you go outside that, it fucks up your bread. So now you don't want to go outside that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want to feel, it's bad enough
listen, man,
YouTube gives you restrictions. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, to me, you're in a good spot because I feel, there's integrity in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? When you say something, it's like, you may have an opinion on it, but it's not like, yeah, we got a hip hop bias. Yeah, we got Black bias. Hello. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
has bias.
Yeah, man. So, that's why I support you, brother.
Thank
and
you,
speaking of podcast, look how Math Alpha evolved from, we talk about battle rappers to where he's at now with my expert opinion.
Right.
That's reinvention right there,
Right. But it's not, but again, like, these are all things within the entertainment field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
true.
I didn't evolve into a Olympic swimmer. You understand what I'm saying? Like we don't evolve into things that just are totally like not what we were before. You know what I mean? Like, being a rapper and all of that, you're in front of the camera, so you're kind of acting a little bit. So if you get into the acting world, you kind of are just adapting more into what you're already doing. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Kelly Mills. She said, showing love, showing support. Keep up the good work, Lord. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kelly. Blessing.
Yes,
Kelly. So yeah, my whole thing is like, again, with this evolution thing, it's like we can, I'm still a human being. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still a human being. I'm not going to evolve into a place like, oh shit, now he's a fucking, he's an alien and shit now. Now now this motherfucker, he's done so many things that he's evolved into a fucking dragon or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking.
You know what I don't know if evolve is the word, but you know what I'd love to do, man, with these kids, man? Let them start learning trades, man. Not everyone's going to be rapper dap. Not everyone's going to be the next Aubrey, man. You know what I'm saying?
Remember when they had trade schools?
I know, man.
Like back when I grew up, there was trade schools, and I'm not gonna lie, we used to balk at them. Oh, trade, and they used to be, older people. You need to get a trade. You need to get yourself a trade. And you're young and man, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm doing some street shit.
Plumbers are making money, man.
Right.
Electricians are making
carpenters.
Man.
Like, you know what I mean? All kind of shit like that. Metal workers and especially right now, what people are making money at is this IT shit. Like, you can make some money.
Tech is one thing too, but these black hands build pyramids, man. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely. Masonry, all of that type of shit is always needed. Glass cutting and, you know what I mean? Glassware, all of that type of shit is needed. And they used to have Job Corps. You know what I mean? Remember Job Corps? That and but again, we thought that was some shit that they sent you to because you was bad and yo. Well, see, I don't know if you had all of this in Canada, but that definitely this was an American thing where, you know, they had this shit called Job Corps for teenagers, and they would send you away. You know what I mean? It wasn't jail, but you get sent away. A lot of kids that went to Job Corps, it was almost like they went there because that was their last chance before they go to jail.
So basically, kids with the marks weren't that good. Like the kids weren't.
Yeah, and it's kids that was on the verge of going to jail. A lot of them. You know what I mean? So they get sent upstate somewhere, but you would learn a trade. They would teach you a trade and then try to get you a job when you get out and all of this type of shit. Like it was some good shit. Like I don't even know if they still have Job Corps, to be honest.
Well, to me,
shout out to the super sticker from Gene. Thank you, Gene.
It don't got to be where you're doing bad in school. You're about to go to jail. So the end result is learn how to use your hands. Learn a trade. It should be something like while you're aspiring to be the next Michael Jordan or the next Michael Jackson. In the meantime, between time, it ain't gonna, it won't hurt to learn something, man. You know.
But all of these things were taken out of the school on purpose. Chef Wes. You know, they intentionally took you know, trades out of the schools. They took music out of the schools. You know what I mean? They took drama. They used to have drama and all this type of shit at regular schools. You didn't have to go to a performing arts high school for there to be like a drama program in the school. You know, I remember they were sending kids home in my elementary school with all kind of flutes and you know what I mean? Dudes was learning how to play the drums and guitars and all kind of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what happened?
Man, I mean, to me, it's more like control, man. You know, the less you know, the more you can be controlled. I remember I went to like a
even
black
cooking. Yes, cooking is a trade. They used to have home ec. Not
cooking is a trade. Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, but they had something called home ec, home economics, where you learned how to cook like that. And a lot of girls would go to home ec because you learn how to sew. You learn how to, basically it was teaching women how to be, girls how to be women. You know what I mean?
Wives.
Huh?
Yeah. Or to be wives.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you was a dude, you might want to learn because you got to eat while you was in there and you got to be around a lot of girls. So if you get home ec, you know what I mean?
But Rob Maxwell, you're absolutely right, man, because cooking is a trade, man, you know, so definitely. So that's my whole thing, man, just the reinvention and, you know, I mean, look how good we're looking for our age, man, you know, and with that, we eat properly, take care of ourselves, you know, be around people who inspire us to not evolve, but to expand and stay sharp is a beautiful thing. And what a cool way to start the year for me with something I always wanted to do, Jamar, was produce and create my television projects. I've been trying for years, and this is the first one. There's going to be many more, but this is the first one, and we're going to celebrate that, man. Definitely, you know?
Definitely. Isn't it beautiful when something goes from, you know, from your mind into reality? You have a thought, and then it's like, oh shit, we here. Like, look, I got a crew here shooting in. I got there's lights and you know what I mean. We really doing this shit.
How did you feel when you first heard? When you guys first heard "Feel So Good"?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was you know, it was a dream come true because
you thought about it.
We first of all we knew that they had the record in their possession, but they weren't playing it at first. There was another record out with these other dudes. They had the same beat, but it was sampled a little bit different, but it was the same beat. And they was playing those guys' record.
I think that was a War sample. The sample.
Huh?
I think it was War sample.
Yes. So damn. So I'm listening to the radio one day and they play these dudes shit again. I'm like, fuck, is they ever gonna play our shit? And then all of a sudden, right after their like they blended our shit in with their shit. And then boom, here comes Feel So Good. And I'm like, oh.
Yes. So check this out.
And that's my word. Hang on before you say it. And then after that day, they never played those dudes. Sorry, y'all.
You murdered it, man.
They never played their shit again. And they just kept playing the Feel So Good shit. And it was a wrap.
And then the video came out, and then that was the nail in the coffin. That was it.
Well, it's not like the video got so big, but yeah, we had a video and they didn't. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I was going to say, you never forget that feeling, man, because like you did it. It's like you did it moment. You reached the destination. I remember being in a club called Falcon's Nest, 1989 in Scarborough, man. We're hearing Heavy D and the Boys with I'll Be Sure. I want somebody to love me for me. And I'm talking to my brethren. Then I just see his eyes open. I'm like, what's wrong with him? My former manager, Farley Flex. And then I'm just hearing boom, boom, bap, boom, bap. And they were mixing my tune in with Heavy D. And that was I did it moment, man. I'll never forget that, because that was the first time I heard a Canadian hip hop record being mixed in with, like, at the time, Heavy D was Lil Wayne at the time. That was the biggest artist at the time. So that was
important too, like who they played your music next to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are they playing it in the bunch with the sucker music, or like are they playing it now with the big boys? Like, yo,
with the big boys.
Right after that, they played fucking Cool G Rap. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I should have you geeked. Thank you, Gene. Oh, okay, Gene. We already saw Gene. Sagan, what's up, Sagan? What's Sadie? He said Job Corps was high school 2.0. Learning a trade at an apprenticeship program is the way to go if brothers are seeking a skill. Thank you, my brother.
That's beautiful.
Yahawada.
Yeah, man. So that's the vibe, man. The power of reinvention, man. Very important, man, as we continue to and it's a nice way to set off the year, man. So from that, we're already thinking about season 2. I told Cardinal Official he got to be on season 2.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm gonna see what Russell Peters is saying, but Toronto, we have a beautiful history in terms of hip hop and our foundation and how we've continued to grow throughout the last 35 years, what have you. And it's an honor to be doing something that's noteworthy and continue to be here. I remember Drake had a show in the summer at a place. It was at his OVO thing. And it was like a Canadian showcase to set it off. And I told him I'm down, but, I got to go on first, And it was a beautiful thing. I went on, my man, shout out to Jellystone. Shout out to everybody who performed. Nelly Furtado came out. It was a surprise. Cardinal murdered it at the end. And it was a beautiful event. And the very next day, I'm flying out to Fredericton, New Brunswick at a farm, and I'm picking potatoes. And it just went, like, when you look at the contrast from, being on a big showcase like that but I wasn't really picking potatoes. I was planting seeds, because those potatoes were to make French fries for my backbone sliders, because Maestro Chef Wes is in effect, man, So that was my thing, but it was just something that you think of, like, this is where I was with this, and I'm continuing to grow, and I, like you said, you had a thought that turned into something and continue to turn into something, as opposed to stay in a realm of complacency, because a lot of our peers from when we came out, they're not really doing it, man, or they're stuck trying to continue
they're stuck trying to continue being the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes that energy runs out. You need new energy to feed off of.
Yeah, definitely.
So a new challenge, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Just sometimes you just need to see, can you do it? You know what I mean? Just can I
saw, so you in Oz, you did a couple acting projects as well,
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff since Oz, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's something I always in my mind was like, I could do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, how do I get into it though? And it wasn't until I said it out loud, like, you know what? I want to do that. That's when the universe starts setting it up for you. Like, oh, okay, you serious. You ready to take this out of this dimension of just your mind and really bring it into existence. That's why you need to say what you want to do or write it down. This is the way you bring it into the physical realm, and just instead of just in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. And on top of that too, it's good to always go back. I always do my reunion shows and what have you, but it's good to do that. Remember where you came from and continue to do what we're doing now. I remember we did one at in Toronto, was huge. It was like Special Ed, me, Melly Mel, Lords of the Underground, Digital Underground. I think Snow came out, Greg Nice. It was a whole bunch of us, and it was a good feeling. I think I went on right after Melly Mel. My song had a big intro, so instead of him coming off the stage, he decided to flex. So I had to wait. I had to wait a minute before Muscle Simmons got off the stage, you know?
Muscle Simmons, man.
But it was great to embrace that and, you know, continue, you know, because I know you brand newbie and still do shows, what have you.
Yeah, absolutely. We just can't get into Canada. That's fucked up. And there's mad gods up there too, man. I was mad, like my 5% album and all that. I was mad I couldn't get up there because it's mad.
Yeah, we got some brothers. Shout out to my man Farley Flex, but also.
Yeah, do you still speak to Farley Flex? I'm acting like I know who Farley Flex is.
Yeah, me and him
I
don't.
Cool. But shout out to you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Who is Farley Flex?
That's my former manager, you know, from back in the days. Yeah, we cool, you know. And in terms of gods, there's some brothers who know you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Brother Righteous, a couple brothers up here that speak highly of you, but no doubt, man. But that's the thing, man. Just, you know, starting off the year right with new projects and just continuing to inspire each other, man.
Thank you, Andrew Ford, for your donation on Cash App. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, you got any music that you fucking with, or?
Yeah, I still do music, man. I still do music. That's the foundation. Whatever, we got to keep fueling that, you know. I got a couple children albums I'm putting out, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Just I'm very proud of that as well. You know, speaking of music, me and Sadat did a couple tracks back in the days.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, and always, man, music is the foundation, man. But you know, right now I'm just trying to focus on producing television projects and just continue going forth and forward, man. But definitely music is the foundation, man, you know.
Well, that's what's up, man. We definitely we support you here. You know, I thank you for supporting the Godcast, and
no doubt.
You know, when you said you had something going on, I said, all right, well, we definitely got to get you on and bring light to it and let our people know.
Yeah.
So they can, you know, support what you got going on.
Well,
that's a black business.
Thank you very much, brother. And we definitely got to get you back in Canada.
Yeah, man, that would be great, man. We would love to get up there, man. It's just y'all be acting real funny up there, you know. I remember, you know, first of all, we went there, it was no problem. Then we tried to go back, and this is when we tried to drive in, and they stopped us at the border. And then they tried to say that we had like felonies, but they said if you paid some money, y'all could get in this time. So we paid the bread and we got in. So now we try to go another time. We try to drive in. We on a tour or some shit. We on a bus this time. We might have been on the bus that other time too. And we're thinking we could just pay the bread like we did the last time. But apparently when we got to the border, it was a one-time thing. We was like, what's up? Y'all let us through last time. It was like, nah, like this one got a felony, that one got a like y'all can't get in type of shit. And we had to turn around and go home. Or go on to our next destination, wherever that was, like in America type of shit. You know what I mean? And I ain't been to Canada since.
Nah, we got to get you up there, man. We got to get you guys up there, man, you know. But nah,
figure
man.
It out for us, bro. Figure it out, please.
I will, man. I will. I remember Sadat said he was trying to get up there a couple years ago, you know.
And what happened? You still ain't see him up there, did you?
Nah, man.
Exactly. And there's always people that claim they can get you in. Oh, I know some people, you know. All right. Well, what's up?
Well, it's a brand new year. Put up positive vibes, man. We got to get the gods back over to Toronto and whatnot, you know.
Right.
Definitely.
Shout out my man Truly Zambian. He's a moderator. He just brought up, I don't know if you saw this. He said, yeah, those 5 black officers got sacked, meaning fired, with the swiftness, didn't they? But I don't see them white officers being thrown to the wolves like that. You're absolutely right. They'll drag their feet with the white officers to the bitter end, and then they'll, the motherfuckers is getting off. I heard they're about to reveal the footage of these officers beating. Oh man, I forget the brother's name, but they beat the young brother to death. And it's a bunch of black officers that did it. So the white media is like, see, you see, it's not just white people. Y'all black, y'all will do it too. So, yeah, you're definitely right about that. He said, I guess you got to qualify for that qualified immunity.
Truly Zambian.
True indeed. Yes. Thank you, Zambian. Tyree Nichols is the young man's name. Tyree Nichols. Rest in peace, Tyree Nichols. Listen, the uniform represents white insanity. It doesn't matter who's wearing it. You know what I mean? It represents black oppression no matter who wears it. And you may be possessed by that spirit when you suit up. Okay? So all you black officers that think that you can, go to the job every day and think that shit don't affect you. Yeah, all right.
Yo, that remind me of KRS-One song, Black Cop. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely we're gonna see what happens with this. And also we're gonna see how they're gonna try to influence our emotions with this case. And let's not get sidetracked. Let's also look around. If they want us looking over here, then there's probably something they're doing over here. So
there must be a reason why they want you looking over there.
Exactly. So while they have everybody looking over here at that, keep your eye out at what else they're doing out here, because there's a reason that they want to divert our attention and just mess with our emotions.
No doubt.
Yes, you're right, Baked Beanie Siegel. He said Lord Jamar's at the age where he's done laughing at things he doesn't find funny. Even though I don't know if I ever was the type to laugh at shit that I didn't find funny. Now that I think about it. I love to laugh, but it better be funny, goddamn it. Well, listen, brother. This was great, man.
Yeah, we made it happen.
Anything else you wanted to let the people know or share with the people, or
I just want to tell you, it's an honor to be on the Godcast, and Maestro Chef Wes is a process of me growing into my brand new television project, and there'll be many, many more, man. I got a slogan: don't make records, make history, and we're in the process of making history right now by doing some great things, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Definitely.
Well, in a month's time, you go to Maestro Chef Wes TV. What's your IG? Maestro Fresh Wes? What is it? Yeah. So follow the brother on IG, and
thanks for the support, man. Everybody tuning in, man.
Yeah, you'll get more. I'm sure you'll have little clips, and
of course,
definitely he'll let you know exactly when it's up. Thank you again, Gene, for another super sticker. Appreciate you, Gene. Yeah, he'll let you know when the joint is up and all of that. But if you're in Canada, he said it's the Bell Network. Is that what it is?
Bell 5-1, and you can watch it now.
Bell 5-1. You can watch them all right now. You can go binge watch them motherfuckers. So how many episodes are there?
We got 6 episodes, man.
6 episodes. Okay. That's what's up. So shit.
Well, thank you, man. This is dope, man.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah.
If you just sit down and watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Some of y'all motherfuckers will sit down and binge watch some shit for 8 hours. So y'all can sit down for an hour and a half and watch 6 hours of Maestro.
And you might learn something.
6 episodes of Maestro Fresh Wes, and you might learn something.
That's right. That's right.
Now, he won't be cooking swine. He won't be teaching you how to do that. He won't teach you how to eat.
Not on this season. Nah.
Okay. What are some of the things? What's the favorite thing that you cooked?
Me personally, I love my curry chicken and rice. I love that,
Well, what's the favorite thing that you got introduced to on the show?
Mushroom burgers, man.
Mushroom burgers.
Those mushroom burgers were dope. Who would have thought, man? We shout out to celebrity chef.
Who made the Rasclot mushroom burger, and what kind of mushroom? What kind of mushroom them use?
It's chanterelle. It's not no hallucinogenic joints. Chanterelle mushroom, beautiful.
First of all, nothing's wrong with hallucinogenic.
No, I'm just telling you. You asked me what it was,
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Chanterelle mushrooms, man. It was beautiful.
Chanterelle. Okay.
The mushroom burgers were fresh. Episode 6 is called Scorching and Bay Fortune with Chef Michael Smith. And tuna. The tuna was beautiful, man. So
fresh tuna.
Yeah, man. Bluefin tuna, dope.
Yeah.
But I got to do some cool things. I got to go fishing. Make lots of yellow perch, and then we made fish tacos. How cool is that?
Oh wow, right.
Plunged into the ocean, got some oysters. Different things, man. I'm learning. That's what I'm saying. I'm the voice of the viewer, and it was a beautiful experience, man. So check that out, Maestro Chef Wes.
That's what's up. Well, congratulations to you, brother.
Thank you.
And yeah, we wish you the best, and yeah, definitely come back and let us know what else you got going on, bro.
Well, you see how you got your chef hat? That's for season 2. I'm coming. All
right. Yeah, we have a chef battle. We're gonna have an all-star rapper chef off.
My brother.
All right, bro.
Okay, homie.
Yes, sir.
All right, bless.
Maestro Chef Wes, everybody. Peace. Yeah. Greg Lewis said, "Stop your blood clot crying." Bring back today's mathematics. I said today's mathematics earlier today. I said today's mathematics is Wisdom God. It's Friday the 27th. It's Wisdom God, all being born to born. Okay. When you move like God, you bring things into existence. So wisdom is that movement. 7 is God. When you move like your true self, you bring whatever you want to bring into existence. He moving like God. Maestro Fresh Wes moving like God. So now he brought his chef show into existence. See what I'm saying? I move like God, so I bring whatever I want in my mind into existence. So I make my wisdom of God. I make that born. You see? Because born is to be brought into existence. So Lord Jamar is the man. You're damn right. Before we get out of here, what do y'all think about this stupid ass shit going on where the alphabet people are mad at Beyonce because she performed in Dubai, and Dubai is a place that don't support these people? How far are we supposed to go with this foolishness? Like, seriously. Like, this is crazy. Like, she's supposed to be punished because and they paid her good money. I forget how much money she got. Oh, shout out to Heck 9. Thank you, Heck. Said, peace, God, peace and love to all. Thank you. Thank you, King. Heck 9. That's a hard ass little thumbnail he got. Yes, Teacher Maria. They're always mad at something. And it's funny. I was talking to my man the other day, and he was saying, yo, he said, I don't even think that like the real like LGBT, like gay people in general, that they even like care about a lot of this shit that these politicians or these special interest groups are trying to make us care about. Like apparently it was I forget the name of the group that got mad about this, but like, yeah, I'm starting to think like, yo, even like regular gay people don't even care about this shit. Like they using gay people basically for their own agendas. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not doing this because they love y'all. You know what I mean? They're not doing this because they love y'all. They doing this to just control people and manipulate people and shit like that. And they're doing it in the name of they're trying to help y'all, you know, with your plights. But they don't really care about y'all. And I think the smart ones of y'all know that. That's just my assumption. You know, I haven't talked to any recently. But yeah, I think my man may have been right about that whole aspect. So it was okay for, remember Sun City back in the days in South Africa? All the people that played at this Sun City resort where they had the apartheid and all this, and then finally they made a little song, Ain't Gonna Play Sun City, after everybody had already played there, you know. And did it towards the end. Hey, Cars Knopflin, peace. And then did it towards the end. I guess that song came kind of towards the end of apartheid was ending anyway. But man, people perform at all kind of shit that oppresses black people and all kind of shit, and nobody has nothing to say about that shit. Like, y'all motherfuckers better get back in line. Everybody needs to get back in line behind black people and stop trying to make your grievances more important than ours. We've been on the line first. If you have a grievance, the line is back there. Okay? Stop trying to cut the fucking line. And, you know, you try to slide in with us. Yo, can I get in with you? Can I get the line? No. You can't get in with me. And that's what y'all been doing for the longest time. Everybody want to slide in with black people. Can we get in the line with you? Colored people and minorities. Can I be a minority with you? No. Get at the end of the line. Because y'all, once you get in line with me, now you motherfuckers want to cut in front of me. Once I let you into the line, and us as black people, we so nice. Oh, sure. Come on into the line. It's okay. Nah, it's cool. It's cool, bro. Let him in the line. I wouldn't want to have to wait at the end of the line. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I said my family is from France. I mean, if you go back far on my father's side, yes. If you go past Guyana, it goes back to France. Uh-huh. But I also have a mother, too. And that's on my father's side. I still haven't traced my father's mother's side. You have a lot of people that that make you. Yeah. You realize you have 4 grandparents. Everybody has 4 grandparents. So you have to trace all 4 lineages to really know where you're from. I've so far only traced 2, my father's side and my mother's father's side. So I still don't really know much about my father's mother's side or my mother's side, where that can lead to. And my name is Jamar, you motherfuckers coming in here with this Jamal shit. I'm sick of you, I've been in this game for how many fucking years? You don't know my name is Jamar? I'll start kicking you Jamal motherfuckers out of here. How about that? Goodness great. I seen Truly Zambian correcting somebody earlier talking about who's Jamal. Like, yeah, who's Jamal? Because there's no Jamal here, motherfuckers. Get your shit right. Yeah, so anyway, for the record, you know, we got to stop with all this bullshit, like buying into their bullshit, like of just being outraged at everything and we're supposed to be mad at that. Man, fuck all of that, man. Fuck all that bullshit. She performed, she got her bread. From what I could see, they spared no expense on production and all of that. So yeah. Good for you, Beyonce. Do your damn thing. And it's funny because she supports those people. Like that's part of her demographic, you know? So they thought they can control her. Very interesting. Very interesting. But listen, I'm going to get out of here. It's Friday night. You're probably ready to, you heard about all this food and shit. I'm not cussing at you, Sadiq. I'm just cussing. I just cuss. Don't get all fucking millennial on me. You see? Don't get all millennial. Oh, don't curse at me. Damn, Jamar. I'm sorry. Don't cuss at me. Thank you for being a fan since the early 90s. Well, no, you can't be a millennial if you've been a fan since then. Don't hurt a nigga's feelings. I'm not going to try to hurt your feelings. I'm just saying, if you have been a fan that long, you should know my name is Jamar and not Jamal. That's all. And if you are somebody from the 90s and all of that, then you have a tougher skin than these new millennial motherfuckers. And you've been cursed at and fucking all kind of shit. Ate lollipops off the floor and all kind of shit. We was a tough breed back then, yo. We was riding in cars with no seat belts, fucking parents smoking around us and shit like that. And guess what? We lived. So yeah. I want y'all to go ahead and have a beautiful weekend. Go ahead and eat your dinner or whatever. Or for some of y'all, it might be kind of late. Y'all might be, but where I'm at, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. So anyway, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Do the knowledge before you do the wisdom. That means think before you act. Because when you do the wisdom before you do the knowledge, instead of getting an understanding, you get a misunderstanding, and we don't want that. Okay? So, thank you for joining us on this Friday evening. Shout out to Maestro Chef Wes. Make sure you follow him on IG. Remember, MaestroChefWes.tv to check out those episodes. And shit, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Let's go.